but it's going to be Hong Kong China playing from right to left to get us underway here. And Matthew Rickard kicks it downfield for his inside centre. And Dacre to chase. Kenya try and exit their own area in the opening exchanges. And they finish with a expansive style of play against USA and almost threatened to start that way against Hong Kong China. Centre field and nudge coming on from Hong Kong China. I think they can steal this ball back. Ripped clear. Kenya depart the scene of the crime and set up shop just to the side of that most recent phase.
Take it in. Hold here. Hold.
Chance to lump it downfield. A couple of Hong Kong players lurking. Blake Elliott, one of them, goes on a mazy run over the 10-metre line and he's broke free and he's made his way up towards the 22. It's an excellent break from the Hong Kong China fullback. Can they keep the tempo in this passage of play? They've got numbers up on the left-hand side here. If they can get it through the hands, there's some options there they're able to use. Key, who's trying to weave his way back infield. And the Kenyan defence holding firm. And it has been a bit of a hallmark of this Kenyan side.
It's okay, boys.
Most of the games have been relatively tight going in towards half-time, especially against USA. 8 points to 3 down against the table toppers at half-time. Not able to find touch because Key gathers the ball and he's able to evade the first challenge. There's a great break from the outside centre, able to keep the ball in the field of play as Captain Clark now travels forward with the ball in hand. Webb, expansive play from Hong Kong China, filtering the ball into the hands of Elliott. And on that far side is Lin, one of the players who's starting this game from the previous one. Another charge forward for Martin this time. Webb gets the ball now into the hands of the other front row. David Bennett powering forward. This is great structure from Hong Kong China. Webb finds his fly half. He just pumps the foot on the ground. Angles back inside. Thinks he spots a gap as Key now gets the ball into the wider channels, and there's an interception opportunity here on for Kenya, and they're streaking their way towards the line. And Ojambo has just picked the pocket of Hong Kong China, dive over the line, and it's Kenya who strike the first blow. Excellent reading there from Ojambo. Replacement for Cavoli in the starting lineup for this game. And what an impact he's made. He started, tried to find Blake Elliott, and after that it was just a matter of gas. And Ojambo has got it in abundance. Brilliant start from Kenya. There's a sucker punch to this Hong Kong China side, who had started impressively. Conversion successful as well, so it's a 7-point swing. What a start for Kenya. Great interception try from Ojambo. Check over the shoulder just to check the coast is clear. A little holler and a flop to finish. Great start from Kenya. Hong Kong China had started pretty brightly.
No, red!
Dacre now having to
hands first.
Work hard in defence again. Sheldon in and get a shoulder into this Kenyan attack.
Knock on green, play the advantage.
Webb getting the ball
Advantage over.
wide quickly through the hands of Headley now. Back to the fly half, Horbury. Webb finds Bennett at an acute angle and has to stoop down again to keep the ball alive. Dacre goes back in field. Kenyan defence again holding firm. Big looping pass out to the wider channels, and
Poor pass.
Rickard is in. but you can hear the shrill of the whistle from the match official.
Forward pass.
Ball just floating forward. It's a let off there for Kenya, a bit narrow in defence. Offered that opportunity out wide for that man there, Rickard. And you can see there, the referee in a great position to spot that forward pass. So it gives us the first scrum, 5 minutes in. A tender Kenyan lead. This will be an interesting battle between these two sides.
Bind. Set.
Wainaina rolls into the scrum. It's starting to crane upwards and he retreats back so he can kick downfield, but it's being charged down. Sindole has to sweep up and they go cross field. Well gathered on the fringes, and Kenya are trying to break free from their 22 yet again. Support get across quickly. Wainaina doing well and into the hands of
No red.
Omolo.
No, please.
The big ball carrying second rows for the Kenyans. Skillful and powerful partnership for the Shiput.
7, captain. No. Don't throw the ball after. Work on that. Don't throw the ball. Playing the 9.
Referee signalling there that the penalty awarded for the 9 being played. So another one of the trial laws in this trophy campaign. A bit more protection of the scrum half, and again Kenya can't find touch, and James Lee jumps into the air to gather into the hands of Captain Clark again. Hong Kong China playing some good structured rugby, and they've manipulated an overlap here. There's a chance to get the ball again into the hands of Rickard, who's linking back up with Dacre. He stabs it downfield for Webb to chase. Kenya get back well to gather the ball. Tete
9, just
sweeping
wait.
up in behind.
Stay on side 7. Move back.
Incredible
Stop.
work rate from the Kenyans to get back. Omolo
Behind the kicker.
great confidence from this Kenyan side, playing from inside their own goal area and keeping the ball alive as Otete thinks he can break free. Wainaina just been met there by Blake Elliott. Wants to go another run downfield, but been dealt with well this time by the Kenyan defence. And is slightly isolated as well.
Ring.
Kenyan forwards hunting in packs to isolate this Hong Kong China attack.
Yep, there we go.
8.5 minutes in, first line out. And they've been flat back there by Itali. Centre field, Sindole linking up well with Kuta. That's been stripped there by Hong Kong China. And there's a chance to charge downfield for David Bennett.
Knock on by red. Play the advantage.
Splintered in behind the Kenyan defence, but fumbled the ball.
No, release first.
Kenya playing
it's
expansive
over.
rugby and always trying to get the ball to the fringe. They
No, 15, no,
had
don't play.
a lot of joy against the USA in the second half by deploying those tactics. Bannon for Hong Kong China now. Horbury. Horbury again, fly half, looks at his options. He's got Elliott there and then is able to link up with Key. So another chance for Matthew Rickard to try and weave his way out of trouble. Stephen Webb, flat pass there into the hands of Mag.
Step back, Green. Work on the post.
It's now Hong Kong China want to go cross field.
Never compete for the ball.
Not able to gather, and Kenya are going to go quickly. They've taken the quick penalty, and Wainaina's there in support. Is he able to gather the ball? He is, and he keeps his stride as well. Blake Elliott charging down, but on support is Okeo for Kenya, who passes it into the hands of Omolo for a try. And that was dangerous there from Kenya, and show their willingness just to run it from anywhere. The penalty came on from the crossfield kick. It was this attempt here, never challenging for the ball. And Okeo went quickly, showed great pace to get in behind. Wainaina did great to gather the ball. Blake hauls him down, great offload. And then that pass is probably the easiest pass of the trophy, into the hands of Andy Omolo to get the try for Kenya. And Olela makes no mistake from the tee and doubles the Kenyan advantage. Some smart play from this Kenyan side, who have grown game by game in this trophy. A great skill set. Wainaina just checking over his shoulder for support and danger. And if there's a player on the Kenyan side who deserves a try in this trophy, Andy Omolo is definitely one of them.
Yeah, the ball is in. No.
It's this time it's Hong Kong China.
Number 9.
Get the penalty from the
offside
restart. Wainaina penalised. And Hong Kong China have enjoyed most of the possession, most of the territory, but find themselves 14 points down. Ben Sheldon try and find his target. He does at the front.
Hold!
It's Dom Headley who's brought down, and he got a try in the defeat to Japan. And now this Hong Kong China juggernaut is starting to make headway.
Advantage number 4.
Italia has been penalised for Kenya. Free ball to play with. Deka Horbury, cross field kick. Is the bounce of the ball going to be kind? It's just dribbled out over the dead ball line.
Number 4, high entry.
Come back for the penalty. Then it's another chance to kick it into the corner, a little bit closer in.
Penalty number 4, high entry. Guys.
Kicked into the corner.
He's the mark.
Over Clark. Bringing something to the attention of the match official anyway. Target hit this time again. Fitzhenry is brought down. This maul is cohesive now.
Step back.
Driver at the back is Sheldon, nudging its way towards the line. Kenya collapse, but over the line go Hong Kong China, and it is the hooker Ben Sheldon, a try scorer in the game against Samoa. He's a try scorer here again. Did his job at the line out and was calm over the line. Kenya tried to collapse. Great drive. That's just a show of strength there from Hong Kong China. No real weak spots in that Kenyan maul. It's just a matter of nudging their way over the line. And they did a great job. Sheldon, the scorer. Tricky conversion attempt out wide for Rickard. whisper of wind here at Hive. And it's just drifted to the wrong side of the uprights. That try from the Hong Kong China hooker Ben Sheldon. You can see the collapse from Ulok as well in the front row, trying to bring that maul to the ground. Hong Kong China did an incredible job to stay upright. And that man there, Ben Sheldon, get his name on the score sheet for the second game running. We did think it was going to be an open game of rugby. Kenya. Play back underway. They try and compete from the restart. It's just been fumbled forward. Daniel Bett thought he had a chance to tiptoe down the touchline there, but just been knocked on. Scrum's been an interesting battle so far. Webb may have to be quick here to get the ball in and out. Kenya put a bit of pressure on that Hong Kong China scrum in the opening exchanges. Mag and Fitzhenry, the second rows, go to their knees, flanked by Bannon and Clark.
Bind.
Headley at the tail of the scrum.
Set.
Relatively steady this time, and it's dispatched into the backs. Dacon now has been able to release Key in acres of space, and he's looking to ghost round the fullback as well. He's stood up Otete. First phase attack from Hong Kong China, and that is just blistering pace from James Key. Simple as you like from Hong Kong China off the scrum. A little link up, and you can see the chasm and the gap in the defence, and this is just a matter of committing, backing yourself as well. Great try from the outside centre, and the pendulum is starting to swing back in the way of Hong Kong China. Ricard with an easier conversion attempt.
Again. Oh, sorry. It's conversion. Yeah. 7. You cannot tell. Make sense? Yeah, it's conversion.
Match official just saying there to the Kenyan players, not to charge down at a conversion attempt, but not able to verbally put your opponent off, and we get another glimpse at this determined run-in from Key to dive over the line. Great lung-busting effort from the halfway line. Hit the line at pace. It was accurate, and it's just what Hong Kong China deserve from their efforts in the opening exchanges of this game. Mag now gathers the second attempt from the restart. Webb into the hands of Bannon. Scrum half, then back to Horbury, who tries again to deliver a flat pass, but Olela was lurking again. Almost 2 interception tries. That one fumbled forward.
Yeah, we are inside.
Just bouncing off that right shoulder. The angle was right. It'd been difficult to try and get back and bring the outside centre to ground.
Crawl. Bind.
Scrum just inside.
Set. Okay. Guys, that side, you're really good. Keep working here. Here. Your feet must be up and your bind. Keep working on that. There we go.
Not only was there a little bit of guidance from the match official, you could hear it. I think it was Samuel Martin, the loose head for Hong Kong China. get rid of a couple of rubber pellets from his mouth as he
Crawl.
got back to his feet.
Bind. Set.
Bit of collision this time.
Play the ball.
Solid there from Hong Kong, China. Aubrey, Dacre.
Hold here. Hold.
There's a rocket of a kick downfield, and you did hear the match official there explain that it was definitely in the 22. It's a great exit from the inside centre.
On the line, please.
Player he's represented Canada under 20s and under 18s as well. He's Hong Kong China's top try scorer. 2 tries so far in this campaign.
Knock on by Green.
And from the line out, Hong Kong China are able to
9 on the arm.
get the line out back, but infringing at the line out.
It's okay, Indy.
So Kenya, who've been on the back foot for the last 10 minutes, got a chance to kick downfield, but again not able to find their angles. So Blake Elliott can return it downfield, and from an acute angle he has made a great territorial gain there.
Yeah.
And we press the reset button and they go
Guys,
for the
the
line.
last right on the arm. Don't touch the player. Make sense? Good.
Line out, similar position. Bramwell mate throws, he's able to find
Ball.
Omolo. Tries scorer
In.
for Kenya.
Use it. No, use that. Use it, too. Use it.
You hear the referee shout, use it at the back of that maul. They don't get a second opportunity. Another one of the trial laws in.
There you go.
And the
Yeah,
referee
sprint call.
barking in the ear of Bramwell mate to use that ball, and you can see him watching to see if it's going to come out. Started to get a bit of momentum, but that matters little.
Crown. Bind.
Strum's relatively even.
Set.
Webb again looks at the tunnel, giving it a good platform in the hands of Key. Out the back to Dacre. He's looking to try and use his pace to go on the outside, and a big palm out as well. Is he able to stay in field? Just nudged off the field of play, but you can already see the danger that that man possesses. Good fend, just tiptoeing down the line. And dispatched off the field of play from the Kenyan covering defence. Thrown to the tail, over the head of the line out,
Please, no red.
to set up the platform
No fancy stuff.
for an exit inside their own
All
22
guys here.
area.
You're out. Green on the line, please.
And Hong Kong China have enjoyed most of this game down in Kenyan territory. For the rest of this half, they'll be hoping to find a little bit more accuracy to really challenge this Kenyan side. The ball
Yeah,
put down.
same wall.
Splinters to the right hand side. It's found that weak spot this time. It's trundling towards the 5 metre and then it's hauled to the ground. Webb to Dacre. Bounce off the right foot. A couple of Kenyans just launching into contact. Stop that dangerous inside centre.
It's okay. Make sure that's okay, Indy boys.
He's then been forced to hold on.
It's okay, Pato. It's okay.
I mean, it looks like he's perhaps came off second best as well, limping away from the contact area. Holding on the ground has given Kenya a chance to escape their own 22. They'll also have the throw in to the line out.
Open, please. Open.
Bramwell mate finds Andy Colomolo. Now the Kenyans want to try and flex their muscles up front.
Use it!
Wainaina has to dig this ball out. Referee again signalling it's not come out, but I think this time it's due to the hard work from Theodore Mag.
And the fight was always in the middle. You never play the ball, 5 seconds, tell to use the ball.
See Wainaina just slapping the back of his teammates, trying to dig that ball out. But Mag was in there. Illegally so as well. And luckily he's got a scrum cap on, so he can welcome the pats to the head from his teammates on a job well done.
Crawl. Bind. Set. That side, your bind, not on the shoulder, on the body. And here, support the position. Don't move, step back. Yeah, let's work here. Let's go.
Ulot and Martin getting the instruction from
on the body.
Match official. Trying to keep the drive straight in that front row.
Crawl.
You could see it angling in before.
Bind. Set.
And you might be able to see it again. Ball rolled in. It's relatively straight in that front row. It's starting to twist. But Webb gets the ball to Dacre again. That's well away from Rickard. Ball juggling about. Centre field. Blake Elliott has to calm things down. One of the try scorers, Sheldon.
No
now.
ring. No.
Webb. Oliver Clark. That's a big carry from David Bennett. Hong Kong China have found a gap in the Kenyan defence again. And it's great link-up play on the touchline. Key is able to release Lin. And Hong Kong China take the lead for the first time in this game. And few would argue that it's not deserved. You can see the initial break from Horbury, and then linking up, Key is able to find Lin just on the touchline. Brilliant initial break there from the fly half. And again, James Key in the thick of the action for Hong Kong China, and they take the lead for the first time in this game. It's a well-struck conversion attempt. It's been watched closely by the ARs, but you see it's not a successful attempt from Matthew Rickard. It's a lovely pass as well. Did you see the angle running from James Key, looking to fix that last defender? Perhaps a bit risky to launch the underarm pass, but it worked well. As Ogutu makes his way back centre field. Okeo bounces the ball, ready to deploy it downfield. It's a brilliant kick, it's on the money. It was a call to leave it from Hong Kong China. But Fitzhendrick gathered by Theodore Mag. Horbury.
Red, no, here.
Missed there by Otete. He's able to get this back on his old goal line now.
Retrieve green.
Right-footed kick downfield, and it's a good exit from a challenging condition. Kenya on the ropes these last 20 minutes or so. Hong Kong China had all of the ball, all of the territory. But they've just given the ball away. I think the line out, a chance for Kenya to settle themselves into the final stages of this first half. This is the first year that Kenya have not won a pool game in any of the trophies that they've competed in. As Horbury just hesitates with the ball, but
High tackle.
Calculated hesitation to find the gap in the defence. And Blake Elliott then
Guys.
bounces back in field.
Eight. Please, step. The time is off,
Frustration
guys.
boiling over there. Apologies for any language picked up over the referee's mic as well.
Please. Captain. We have advantage for a high tackle, and here another full play infringement for a lifting tackle. And the player goes to the ground and always position. Yellow card. Captain, number 8. Understand the end, but please calm down. You don't need things like that.
Two faces, sawa. Umesek platform. Mbona tutoki?
You have a penalty here or in the middle? Here? Yeah. Right here. Penalty. Lift.
So the match official just calming things down there. And from the penalty, it's not found touch.
Yeah.
A bit of
The ball was dead.
a costly error there from Hong Kong China, but just confirmation. The yellow card did go to the Kenyan inside centre, Daniel Bett. He's going to spend 10 minutes sitting on the sidelines. And Kenya can kick this downfield and settle themselves in this final passage of the first half. Blake Elliott again scampering downfield, finds a gap in the defence. He's asked a lot of questions of this Kenyan defence in the first half.
Offside.
It's had to be watched closely.
Play the advantage. You have the advantage, Rads.
Oliver Clark burrows forward. Horbury. Dacre not able to gather the ball.
Advantage.
Come back for the penalty. It'll be interesting to see how both of these sides approach the next few minutes, and there's confirmation. Daniel Bett. 10 minutes in the sin bin. 10 minutes of one-to-one coaching by the looks of things. One of the tries from Hong Kong China did come from a huge gap in the defence in the backs. Will this be an area that Hong Kong China will look to target for the final 6 minutes of this first half? Trying to add to their tally of 17 points. Some daylight between the two sides.
Yeah, too big. Close the gap, please. There we go. Now you can play.
Headley gathers the ball at the apex, and it's been dispatched off the top. Dacre is tasked with setting up the centre field platform. The forwards then folds round, and Sheldon is one of them. Supporting players get there quickly now. Clark, the captain, again stoops the head low. As Headley now escapes Wainaina, who was trying to get back to challenge.
Hands on the ground. No green.
And it's great hands there from Hong Kong China to try and squeeze in.
But we are playing advantage for hands on the ground first.
There's a chance there
Hands.
for Rickard in the corner. But Hong Kong China are going to go quickly. And it is Headley who gathers the ball just in the shadow of the uprights. Passed into the hands of Bennett. And Webb was played there, but it's been scooped away. Great footwork. Great support as well from Dacre, who gets round. There's a chance here for Hong Kong China. Great defence from the Kenyans again.
Offside, 13. Release now,
Patience required
Release
from Hong Kong China. Patience and accuracy. It's a huge hit by the Kenyans.
Who's off? Have a knock on here. Captain, please. Red, give me space. We have a pinch there, hands on the ground, and here we play 2 advantage for offside. Please let your guys know they need to change the behavior in that area. Yeah, take your time. Captain, have a pinch there for offside, or here for playing the 9. Here.
Onyango
Time is off.
gets a chance to reiterate the disciplinary message that the match official has
Can you play?
passed on to him. Hong Kong China
Time back on.
have got the ball at the feet of Bennett. He taps, he goes, he tries to barge his way over the line. That Kenyan wall still holds firm. Horbury is clattered in defence as well. Round the corner. And Sheldon now thinks he spots a little gap, but he just goes back into the body of the Kirk and then squeezing over the line. Hong Kong China are able to get over. It does look like it's the number 8. Confirmation of that in a second. But it was opportunistic from close range, and you can see Headley there just gathering the ball and picking it off from the back. So Dom Headley is the try scorer. And it is again just what Hong Kong China deserve. Persistent pressure inside Kenyan territory. And now Rickard, he's able to add the extras here. And you can see here the guard's not getting in place quick enough for Kenya to stop Headley. Grazing the ball on that try line. Maybe let him off for the foul language earlier on. And after going 14 points down after 11 minutes, it's been a great reaction from this Hong Kong China side as Headley gathers the ball. A pirouette into contact.
K9, use it.
Webb asking his forwards to protect him as he goes aerial. They try to return the ball downfield, and it's not came off the boot as hoped, but it's not been gathered by Key. He was under a little bit of pressure there from a Jambo. Player who got scoring underway here at High, their final day
Edmund, you have an option.
of the World Rugby Under 20 trophy.
Scrum line up. Scrum. Scrum call. Knock on and then touch. Guys, the mark's on the 5, please.
It's certainly a pumped up Hong Kong China side. I'll apologise again on their behalf.
Wrong. Bind. Set.
Collision. Again, strong from both sides. Hong Kong China now trying to get the nudge on. Wainaina is able to scoop the ball away into the hands of Olela. Wrapping round there is Okeo. Sakiti, his first real involvement with the ball in hand. Asks questions as Omolo carries forward. He's protected well there by Kuta. Wainaina. Stab at the defensive line. Defensively solid there by Luke Barron. One of the only replacements in that forward pack. He's had a relatively eventful opening 40 minutes. Just able to wrap his arms round the defender. You know, Jambo has just let that ball bounce. And it's going to go out for a line out. Hong Kong China looked like they'd missed touch. And this could be a huge moment in this game. Both sides yet to win in the trophy. Hong Kong China on a 12-game losing streak.
Put the guy in the middle.
And 10 points is the difference. Mag is found at the line out. The maul starts to crab towards the right hand side. Starting to arrow forward, but staying upright. It's now
by number 2.
hit a buffer. So Webb finds Dacre. Horbury. He looks to launch the ball into some space, but Kenya again lurking. Sakiti thought he was an open prairie, but not able to run downfield.
Collapsing.
Come back for the penalty advantage.
It's off. Number 2, green. Captain, I just give the warning about the situations right here. Collapse them all.
There's going to be a second yellow card for Kenya. I think Bramwell Mate is the player getting asked to
Collapsing them all.
leave the field of play. And that is another huge yellow card. A forward and a back light now, the Kenyans.
Hold.
Gathered. Bramwell Mate's physical presence could be missed here if they're able. Hong Kong China are able to take advantage. It's making good inroads. It's over the line. It's down. It's successful, and it's another try for Hong Kong China. And it's another try for their hooker, Ben Sheldon. And what a reaction from this side. 14 points to 0 down. And now 29 points, 14 up. Kenya down to 13 men. One in the backs, one in the forwards. But great cohesion when the maul was splintering to stay gelled. And the additional personnel gathering at the scene were able just to help nudge it over the line. And now Rickard. Has just faded that round. He curled it round the right hand upright. Not in between the uprights, just to the right hand side. So it'll be Sheldon's try, the final action on the first half. And Kenya, just confirmation there of the yellow card for Bramwell Mate as he makes his way down the tunnel.
No, thank you.
But Kenya, who came out the traps pretty impressively in the opening 10 minutes, the opening quarter of the first half, have then been met with a Hong Kong China backlash. 30 minutes, 29 unanswered points, and it means at half time in the 7th and 8th place playoff, it is Hong Kong China who hold a very impressive lead over Kenya, because they're leading 29 points to 14.
Max One Music. Max wanted music.
of their points have come in the second 40 minutes. It was an inspired performance against USA, where there was at one point people at the Hive believed that there might have been an upset. And what would that have done to the final standings in Pool B? But as it is, Kenya have got to turn the tide in the second half. Sikiti, centre field, gets play underway. Decker is scythed down on his 22 metre line. Hong Kong China in the first half were very steady. That man, Horbury as well, was able to unlock the defence on a couple of occasions to get Hong Kong China in behind. Webb goes to the sky. It's been left to bounce, and it's bubbled off the field of play as well. And it does look like there's a Kenyan player
Time is off.
down at the moment.
Time is off, guys.
And Kenya now up to 14 players. The return of inside centre Daniel Beck. There's Eugene Itali. Some medical attention. There is still Bramwell Mate in the sin bin. He'll be there for about another 8 minutes or so. So it's a difficult period. Brian Huya has come on for Kenya as a replacement, obviously to throw into the line out. As Itali gingerly walks away from the medic. As instructed, I'm sure. So Huya, his first chance to throw into the line out in this match. Throws to the front. Ulok is there. And he just takes a clatter in the ribs for his worries. Itali is going to be tested pretty early. He just tips the ball on. Wainaina. Okeo. Kenya trying to wrap round, looking to free the arm as well to get the offload, but James Key was just able to dive on that ball. Twin try scorer Ben Sheldon. Dacre offload to Key, and then he was almost clattered there by Ojambo. He just launched in. Committed carrying from this Hong Kong China side. Horbury has got some options outside. He's opted for the flat pass, enticing that Kenyan defence forward. Thrown dummy now after a couple of interceptions in the first half. Clark, the captain of this Hong Kong China side, again clatters into contact. Blake Elliott acts as first receiver and then finds Bennett. He's driven back in contact. Horbury finds Lee, who's just ran into the shoulder of Andy Kolomolo. They can think of better channels to run down. Lynn able to stay on the field of play. Great there. Stripped there by Okeo. China keep the ball through Mag now, the second row. Numbers up on the blind side. Committed defence again coming in. It's Daniel Beck this time. Driven forward. Got a chess match in midfield now between these two sides, but Hong Kong China have started to make some inroads. Again, the Kenyan defence splinters up, but it leaves a gap there. The Dacre tries to offload to Key.
Tackle!
And now Hong Kong China inside the Kenyan 22. Defensively solid in that flat line. Key against the grain. Bennett folds to the ground as Webb stoops and gives it to Clark. He splinters in between the challenge coming on from Andy Kolomolo. And then Dacre, acute running angle, is able to find a weak spot on that Kenyan defence. Then charging towards the line is Bennett, but he's just been dragged over the line and held up.
You're on the line. What is hold? There we go, guys.
The right option from the tight head. That was just met with
Time is off.
some
We'll have
solid
subs.
defence again. And Diala is on for Kenya. Huya is also
Ready to go? Time back on. No, you cannot.
is also
Kick
off
straight
for Kenya.
out.
Kenya is number 23, Dennis.
Downfield. Ojambo is the player to be replaced by Diala. Webb. Linking up there is Martin and Fitzhenry. Webb again is able to find Elliott, who's coming into first receiver a little bit more. He's got in behind again. Wainaina has to bring him down. Deka. Bennett this time does get the ball. He did run a line that enticed that Kenyan defence to the open side. Headley.
No, Green! Release! Yeah.
Now charging forward is Samuel Martin, but he's been
Tackle!
charged back, perhaps to the benefit of him. He was almost slightly isolated as Bennett now. Quick ball to Headley. Headley's just dropped the ball and then
Dead! We have the advantage.
it's now being kicked
No
downfield by
advantage.
Kenya.
The second kick, a player in the front. Now come by Red.
It was composed play there from Hong Kong, China. But just been fumbled forward by the number 8, Headley there. Almost gathering the ball just behind him, perhaps.
Number 7, Green. Off, please.
Sindoli coming off for Kenya with Huya coming on.
Guys, ready to go? There we go. Hookers. The time is back on.
A couple of replacements already for Kenya, perhaps slightly enforced, especially the one from Brian Huya.
Ground. Blind. Set.
Just went to ground.
Serve down. Both sides. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, let's work hard in the shoulders, please. Show me the shoulders. Let's work on that. Shoulder off. Yeah.
Been an intriguing battle in the front row. Still the starting front row for Hong Kong. Martin, Sheldon and Bennett.
Shoulder.
Ogutu, Huya
Blind.
and Ulok for Kenya.
Set.
Wainaina has
Hold it here.
to
Hold.
scurry back to get the ball dispatched from that scrum pretty quickly. And Hong Kong, China
Green,
licking their
just use the
lips at
line,
another
please.
attacking opportunity close to this Kenyan 22.
Remember, I talked for you about the lineup. Yeah? Let's go, Red.
Sheldon finds Headley. Webb then to Horbury. Now Clark, the captain, is just allowed to rev up and get through the gears as Headley takes the ball back. It's a lovely wrap round there from Webb, taking the ball off the number 8. Bennett stopped at source. Horbury out the back to Dacre, flat pass to Key.
First man holding.
He's just run into a bit of trouble. Which does afford a chance for the Kenyans to kick the ball downfield. It's going to be James Olela. Kicking in this game has perhaps been a little bit hit and miss. Not able to find touch all the time, but great defence there by Sekiti.
Time is off.
The support not getting there quick enough.
Yeah, come in.
So Tindole is going to return to the field of play.
We go off.
Bramwell
Number
May
16, off please.
is also
He's going.
back on, which means Brian Huya, his cameo appearance in this game, might seem a little bit later on, but he's been brought on to provide a
Time
line-out
back
option. So Mate scooped up there by Kuta at the back of that line-out. Line 9 up.
Okay, 9. Use
Almost
it.
engulfed in that ruck, is starting to step his way out towards his own goal line, gives himself some space to launch it downfield. Gathered there by Rickard and then Horbury. Quick run into Key now. Keys thinks he can splinter through the line, just not able to get the arm free. But Hong Kong China have made it back towards the Kenyan 22-metre line. Clark just launches himself over that line. Little float pass into the path of Bennett. Flat in the eyes of the referee. And now Headley's found some space, just puts the brakes on. Goes back in field, away from the danger of the touchline as Clark again launches his body into contact. Horbury, Dacre, limited options outside him, so opts to go alone. Again, tall, balanced running from the inside centre. Ask questions of the defence as Magnow.
Tackle, release now, Green. Go to the ground. There we go.
Again, has run pretty tall into contact. Loose ball swept up well there. Looks like that was Matthew Rickard. Bennett, who has come through an absolute power of work in this half so far. An engine on the loose, the tight head forward. Bannon.
No, step back.
Horbury floated past to Key. Now time for the loose head Martin to travel with ball in hand. Webb to Clark. Clark tips on to Fitzhendrick.
Yeah, you can play. You have.
Building the phases, and then it's a stab through there.
It's a knock on after. It's just a knock on by Green. No. It's a player just touching the ball. It's a knock on. It's not intentional. Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Stab through off the face of the Kenyans into the hands of that man there.
And 4 in red.
And Nicole
6 and 4
Omole.
in red.
Lynn and Bannon going to be coming off. Mann and Lacey on for Hong Kong China. Number 19, Fritz Mann. Try scorer Lynn makes his way off. Slap in the hand with Alex Allen.
Turn back on.
Lynn was able to change in the back division from that defeat against Samoa.
Bind.
Justified decision, the reshuffle paying dividends for Hong Kong China.
Hold.
Key running flat. perhaps thought he'd maybe run a bit too flat, but it was a good angled run back in field that's allowed Bennett to charge forward. Now the forwards filter round, and again
Knock on red.
Headley
Knock on green.
just fumbles the ball forward.
Turn green.
Momentum's starting to build for Hong Kong China, but 12 minutes into the second half they'll be happy to be in this position. Scoreless in the second half.
Makes sense. Top of him. Yeah. No, we have good. Thank you so much.
It was great to hear the communication from these young players and the match official. Been a lot of coaching in the front row going on throughout the competition, which is great, but also to hear the chat between the captains and leaders with the match official.
Set. Hold.
Wainaina rolls into the scrum. Again, another solid one, and then
Hold here. 13.
KO
14.
is tasked with kicking downfield, and he's been able to get it over the head of Blake Elliott, who's having to watch this bounce and bobble its way towards his own 22-metre line. And now it is opened up. He spots a space in behind, but he's just sclaffed that off the field of play on the full. In Kenya, for what it seems the first time in this second half, or in Hong Kong China territory.
On the line, please. On the line.
The final 40 are the time of a game that the Kenyans seem to be loving this tournament, and that is a well held up line out. Probably didn't go to plan as Kuta breaks free into midfield now as the Kenyans clatter towards the Hong Kong China defence. Andy Kolomolo,
No red.
he's been almost omnipresent in this game for the Kenyans. Okeo into some open space, some free running from the Kenyans now. Kuta into the Clark, who has to defend hard for Hong Kong China. He's able to defend, he's on his feet, he's able to steal the ball as well. And that was danger there from the Kenyans, well dealt with by Dacre and Clark, providing the opportunity for Hong Kong China to kick downfield now. Just getting caught up in that wind, but it is going to sneak off. Kuta charging in, and just fractionally too slow to clear off the danger and get rid of Clark. Great work on the floor from the captain.
Guys, we are. Ethan. Yeah, just close the gap, please. We are too open. Yeah, it's good. Ethan, just put the guys on. Green, open there, please. There we go.
Thrown at the tail, Headley gathers. Horbury now, and then midfield, Dacre. Quick hands, slick hands from Hong Kong China. Until Lacey tried to gather, and it was launched at him. Blake Elliott probably enjoying a full Scottish breakfast this morning,
Crinkle. Knock on my red.
which has helped his strength. Perhaps too much there. Lacey's first chance to really stretch his legs. He's going to have to wait. A bullet of a pass.
Crouch. Bind.
Wainaina barking orders at the side of the scrum.
Set.
Moves the ball in, and it looks like it's been struck against the head as well.
Step back.
Horbury spots some space in behind. He's just got the pitching wedge on that though, a little bit too much height. And Diala then turns downfield, but out in the full, And it's starting to get a little bit scruffy between these two sides. Almost entering the final quarter of this game. Not been a score since that try in the stroke of half time from the Hong Kong China hooker Ben Sheldon. The man tasked with throwing the ball into the line out now. Mag has just been beaten to it by Atali, who's able just to get a big paw onto that. And Dayala. Look at the keeper's body on the field of play. Did a brilliant job there. His free arm almost grazed the whitewash on the touchline here.
Use it!
By Nina. Lacey gathers. Good footwork, a little hop, skip and a jump, and then links up with Horbury, who finds Dacre. Over the 10 metre line now. Hong Kong China have had a very impressive 50 minutes of this game, perhaps, after going 14 points to 0 down. Horbury and Elliott and Mag now. Two number 5s introducing themselves to each other there. And Nicola Molo just carried on the back of Theodore Mag. Headley to his captain Clark, who's been able to get in behind. He's broke free, but Sindoli gets back just to wrap his arms round the charging number 7. Back in field now, into the path of Man. On the 5 metre line, the Kenyans hold up Hong Kong China.
Now, Green. We'll have the ball
ground.
here.
Webb digs about in there to try and find the ball. He's able to give it into the hands of Bennett.
Step back.
Presented back. Now to Mag. Goes upright into contact, looking to bounce himself off of this Kenyan defence.
Backwards.
Rolls off the back, and then Horbury is clattered in defence. Driven back by the Kenyans, but they still have the ball in hand as Webb looks one way, then the other. Sheldon to Key. Key is able to give it into the hands of Elliott, who just scampers back in field. Now I think there's going to be a conversation here.
Okay, don't have a knock on inside in goal. No try, in goal drop off. Perfect. No try, knock on by Red.
Try chalked off for the fullback, the Blake Elliott. And perhaps bounce there. This will give you a great angle of it. It did look in live as if he just dropped the ball. And Sam O'Neill, the assistant referee, that is a great spot by you. It has just been fumbled by the 15. Did have options outside him. Lacey down on one knee, gathers the ball, then squirms his way back in field, and then splinters between the Kenyan defence. Webb now in the hands of Bennett. Elliott is first receiver, then finds Horbury. Bit crossing in centre field. Hong Kong China backs just not able to find the gaps that were presented to them in the first half. But the Hong Kong China number 3, David Bennett, is having some gain.
There we go.
Impressive in the scrum.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's getting through some work as well. You see him just in the bottom corner of your screen a minute ago, gesturing to get some water on. Is there some treatment required? On the pitch for Sekiti.
9. Your subs for you. 1. Red or green? Red, sorry. The red.
There's going to be a replacement in the meantime. Minjin Koo is on in the front row, and also Camille Chung going to replace Webb and Samuel Martin. Webb's had an impressive game as well. What can Camille Chung? And his Chinese and French roots, what can he bring to this game? Mururi also is coming on for Kenya.
Turn back on, guys.
It does look like he's going to be a replacement for Jackson Sakiti, who's just standing off the field of play as it restarts with a kick to touch from the penalty for Kenya.
Put the hooker in the middle. Make sure he's on the middle. There we go.
Sindole at the front, lobs it off the top, and Wainaina, who's now playing fly half, gives it dual KO. Wider channels now, and Kenya almost started to flood through.
Backward!
Olela and Bet just not able to link up. I thought this was when the Kenyan lungs might have perhaps started to really make an impact in this game, but it's the Hong Kong brute force which is really being exhibited there, but it's just been fumbled. A little cut there. Bet was just able to go back in field. You feel that Kenya could have been in behind, and it was in those wider channels, in those last 15 metres on the fringes, that Kenya were really able to do a bit of damage on the USA, a side who will be playing
set
live from the Hive. Mururi picked by Kuta at the back of the scrum. He's just able to dish out a wee ankle breaker as well to Horbury.
Retreat, halt.
Wainaina testing Blake Elliott. He covers the field well. Is able to get in behind the Kenyan defence. He's looking for some support. It is there. Great link-up play. And Key is now isolated. He's been hauled down to ground, but Hong Kong China there quickly, and another replacement there. Min Jing Koo up towards the 22-metre line. Now Dacre, he's got support outside him. Is he going to need it? Great desperate defence from the Kenyans again.
No green. There we go.
Bennett again acting as the first carrier in the next wave of attack. Chung. Kenyans driving the Hong Kong China attack back as Koo has another foray forward. Dacre again ghosts the pass and then goes it alone. Chung, Horbury, Clark back inside. Still linking up, and Fitzhenry is battered to ground by the Kenyans again. You feel a try here for Hong Kong China might just be that killer blow to the Kenyans. Try the other way. Could give us a brilliant finish to this fixture. Sheldon. And it's been stolen by the Kenyans. Been kicked downfield, and this is the unstructured rugby that Kenya want to be involved in. Fragmented defences.
Always under pressure. Knock on the tackle. Scrum red. No. Captain, step back. Time is off. Yeah, just hold. Captain. I'm afraid about that player. You have a scrum for you, but we're change for the penalty for the green team. We don't need actions. Please change your behavior, especially you. Thank you.
The Kenyan front row almost walking off in formation there as they're replaced. So Ogutume and Olok are going to be replaced by Huyat and Gassi and Yandusi.
Pushing a player.
It's a full replacement in the front row for the Kenyans.
Number 8, yeah. Twice.
This is where position on the field is going to be critical. And Diarra just not able to find touch. It's been gathered by Blake Elliott. And he's sliced off. That's almost as good as a kick to touch from where they were sitting.
Time is off.
Conte
Number 4.
is going to be replacing Fitzhenry for Hong Kong, China.
Time back on.
Who ya? Tries to throw in, it's
Ball not straight.
not successful.
No advantage. The ball was not straight. Red ball.
So one of the new trial laws are coming in as well. We've not seen too many in this game. But it's a squint throw
Option.
and both sides compete. And the referee will call it and provide a scrum or a line out to
on the 15.
the opposition. However, if it's squinting, it's not opposed. The referee will play on. But in that position there was a competition. Hong Kong, China did get up at the front. Kenya themselves didn't actually get up at all, but it was still contested.
Ground. Bind. Set.
Ching rolls in. This is where we'll see the impact of that front row. It's disposed of quickly from that scrum to
use it.
the inside centre. Dacre to the sky. Chung goes. And Kieran Lacey was in the right place at the right time. Just watched that ball fall from the sky into his grasp to provide possession again to Hong Kong, China. Dacre, wider channels now. Hands of Blake Elliott, player who could have got the only try of this second half if it wasn't for a knock on over the line, well spotted by assistant referee Sam O'Neill. Sheldon, the next wave of attack. The hooker, 2 tries in this game. Horbury tackled round the ankles and then upright from Sindoli. Headley is running to the
No 7, step back.
powerful force of Eugene Itali and Andy Colomolo with predictable
Time's off.
results. It's going to be a put into the scrum for Kenya
Number
now.
green. Number 8, green, please. Off. Number 8.
And Willie Tino Mivatsu is coming on for Kenya. He's going to be replacing
Number 15.
Ido
and
Kuta.
3, right. Subspace.
as well as Maxwell Blair and Mitchell Crawford on for Hong Kong, China. And a round of applause for that. It's still running off the field of play.
Let's go, guys.
David Bennett, number 3 for Hong Kong, China, has had a very, very impressive game. I wasn't a front row myself. Might look like one nowadays, but I can certainly appreciate good work rate when I see it, and he's been able to exhibit that for the 67.5 minutes he's been on the pitch at Hive.
Crown. Bind.
22 is replacing number 15.
Set.
Mururi. It's the ball in. Wainaina. He's got some options there. Mururi was in behind, able just to sweep that ball up. On a couple of occasions, Kenya not been able to find their target.
Good.
You do wonder what the end result would have been if they could make those passes stick. Now, Koo gives it to Lacey. Lacey keeps it in. Koo keeps it alive. But it's just been knocked forward again. And 12 minutes coming up for these two sides, Hong Kong, China.
Your time, they're worse. Let's live. Let's
We're
go.
hoping
Don't stop.
they'll get that dreaded number of 13. 12 games they have went without picking up a victory in the trophy.
Go again, let's go!
Whereas for Kenya, their last
Let's go, guys. Both teams. Let's
victory
go.
actually came against Hong Kong China last year. 22 points to 16 victory in Nairobi. But they've been defeated 4 times since then.
Set. Knees up. Long line, please.
If they're not speaking, we are. Let's go.
Again, Ricardo Santos from Brazil helping support the respective front rows that are under his responsibility in this game. The 2 replacement scrum halves there as well, with Chung and Mururi side by side.
Bind. Set.
Slap to the thigh, and Buvatsu then is deployed from the scrum. Wainaina linking up with Olela. Now to Otete. The kick downfield has been watched all the way
Retreat, red.
and then returned.
Way on.
Wainaina opts to go one way and then commits himself to continue that run in field.
First man, good.
Hong Kong China rise with the ball in their possession, and Deka now in behind, he's able to evade a couple of challenges,
Advantage, entry.
but Wainaina
Number 25.
gets back for Kenya again. Scooped up there by Mitchell Crawford.
Nope.
Koo challenged by
Step back.
Sindole. Now going to the air, over the head, but well gathered
No
by
advantage.
Ndayala.
No entry. 25. Set entry, 25.
The penalty goes quickly. Chung is wasting absolutely no time, catching everybody cold as the Kenyan defence was trying to get set.
And after go to the ground.
Did a brilliant job at dealing with that danger. Kenya almost from their own 5 metre line. Looked to go quickly as well. Philip Okeo.
It's on 5.
It's told to settle, so
Time is off.
Wainaina waits for play to start again here as we enter the final stages of this 7th and 8th place playoff here at Hive in Edinburgh. Great defence from Kenya to deal with the danger. Try scorer, the most recent try scorer for Kenya there, Andy Kolomolo. You can start to see various spectators filter into the stand here. What do you see? A splintering
Water off,
of
please. Water
of
off.
Dutch fans.
Turn back line.
A kaleidoscope of colours at Hive here. The green and red and orange. And it's been well kept in there by Maxwell Blair. Lacey is there in support. He's weaving his way out of trouble, and eventually the tackle sticks for the Kenyans. Koo acts as first receiver and then
No green.
squares up his shoulders and
And tries
travels
on the
forward.
ground.
Chung to Horbury. Take it again. He's done a lot of damage in this game. Trying to set up that score for his outside centre in the first half. Always a willing ball carrier. Mag
Tackle.
runs into Tindole. Chung goes left now. Horbury links up again with Dacre. Again opts to go it alone. It's been ripped free, and Dacre again links up well with Clark as captain. It's been kept alive, and it is key now with the hands on the ball. Replacement front row Crawford this time is just
you can play, you step in.
folded by the Kenyan defence, and Koo then has a chance, does well to get that ball back as Chung finds Dacre back in field as Horbury back to Dacre, but just not able to make it stick. It's now ricocheting and bobbling
Knock on red.
on anything it can hit. It'll all be brought back for the knock-on. As the
Time is off.
link-up play there in very close quarters.
Subs and 5 green.
Just was not able to stick. It's an impressive game. There's Molyneux is going to come on for Hong Kong China. And Odembo as well for Kenya. So Sheldon will not get his hat-trick. And it does look like that potentially could be Andy Cole Wamono being withdrawn. Replacements all being introduced to the game now. One remains for the Kenyans
Time back
on the bench, currently limbering up. A sizable figure
ground.
of Abdul Rahman Mohammed.
Blind. Set.
The sand starting to drain from the timer of any hopes of Kenya finishing 7th in this tournament.
Advantage.
And it's been kicked into the hands of Key. Weaving his way back in field, he's out of some trouble, but then again the Kenyan defenders just seem to be in the right place at the right time. Loose pass going to Lacey, being scooped up, but now into the hands of Kenya.
No advantage. Knock on green, and after red, we come back for the first infringement.
Ricardo Santos bringing play back.
Time is off.
Just under 5 minutes remain.
7 green. Off, please.
We will see the final replacement, Zindole, going off, and it is going to be Hafid Abdul Rahman Mohammed on for Kenya.
Yep.
And again we see the withdrawal of Zindole, who's had a good tournament for the Kenyans. They were the lowest scorers. They've all finished the lowest scorers as well coming in to this game. Lowest try scorers, and if things remain the same, that's how the trophy will finish. They're in dangerous territory now. Hong Kong China
Set.
on the attack, lined up in behind that scrum. It's a solid effort from Hong Kong China. And Horbury finds Dacre. He just clatters into the Kenyan defence. Chung finds Horbury, great flap into the hands eventually of Rickard on the wing, but that was a touch of magic there from Barnaby Horbury, and that is the try that will settle it for Hong Kong China. Only score of the second half so far, and it almost resulted in nothing. Dacre clatters himself into contact, quick play from Chung, and watch that little flap of the right hand into the path of Maxwell Blair, who can set up Matthew Rickard for the try. Brilliant touch, great finish. Now a challenge in touchline conversion. And it just dropped short. It was a good effort, but it was an excellent try from Hong Kong China, and there's real daylight in between them now, and that touch there from the fly half. It was a very impressive game, an accomplished, mature performance from Barnaby Horbury. set up a try for Matthew Rickard. 2 conversions already in this game, and that is going to secure 7th place for Hong Kong China, and it's going to break their losing streak. That number of 13 will not haunt them, because we've got 2.5 minutes remain. 20 points is the difference, and it is perhaps just what Hong Kong China deserve from this performance. They've been in control throughout. An interception try and an opportunistic penalty, which was taken quickly. Hong Kong China are showing no scars of being on the receiving end of 2 100-point plus defeats, and in one game failing to score a single point.
Knock on green. Yeah, green to tackle, and after knock on red.
6 tries in this game.
Yeah, in the tackle. Let's go, guys.
Only 2 tries for Kenya, so they will finish the lowest try scorers, only being able to accumulate 5 tries in the whole tournament.
Crown.
41 points. It's a low return for a trip to Scotland.
Set.
Norbury. Dacre linking up in the hands of Maxwell Blair. It's gone loose. Lacey does well again to gather. He's had an energetic introduction to this game. Clark towards the 10-metre line. Chung. Horbury again, just nonchalantly getting the ball through his hands, and Mag stretches the legs. Chung to Blair. Blair hold down. Q-tips on. His front row replacement colleague Mitchell Crawford. Another one there, and Molyneux. Chung to Horbury again. He's got some options outside. One of them is Dacre. Hop of the feet. Again, great footwork from the inside centre. I think rangy runner, powerful as well with the ball in hand. Man now. Hong Kong China really want to rub salt on the wounds of the Kenyans. Mag stopped at source as he clattered into contact. Key dealt with there by Otete. Crawford again dealt with a partnership there. Onyango, the Kenyan captain, no doubt disappointed Kenyan captain, in contact there.
Thank you.
Koo makes some good inroads, and Clark, he tips on to Crawford again. The Molyneux, sorry, the replacement hooker. But Hong Kong China have had enough, and they just want to get to the point where they can celebrate this victory. And it shows you exactly what it means to this side to achieve this victory against Kenya. Big moment for those players on the pitch to celebrate success, because it's not really been fruitful returns in trophy action for Hong Kong China. They've played in 31 games before today. They've won 2, and they've conceded just under 1,500 points. 12-game losing streak comes to an end though. They've now played 32, won 3. There's a relatively uneventful second half, but the work was done in the first 40 for this side, and they can enjoy a successful end to the World Rugby Under Trophy campaign. They finished 7th. Kenya condemned to finish in 8th. A flat final performance from the Kenyans, who have entertained throughout the trophy tournament, but just not been able to live with Hong Kong and China today. So it is a successful end. And the first game of today's action is over, and we can confirm the places. In 8th place Kenya, and Hong Kong China will finish in 7th after a